Hello, everybody. You're welcome to the new Smart Investors Lodge Market Watch, which is now a video live. And without further ado, I think I should personally thank everybody who is a member of the Smart Investors Lodge community, who have been a part of Market Watch. Market Watch is it's about 3 years old, and we've been very steadfast and consistent from being an audio podcast space on X to finally coming on YouTube, for the new Market Watch version 2.0. And so without further ado, Market Watch right here on YouTube Live is still going to be data driven beyond the chart and still a place where you will always find out what the market does next. And without further ado, right here on today's Market Watch, we have Mr. Anthony Odinaka who will be taking us technically on what the market have in store for us for the week. So, Mr. Anthony, how do you do? Good morning. Mr. Anthony, can you hear me?
Yes,
Good
good
morning.
morning. Good morning. Yes, yes, I can hear
Yeah, I
you.
was asking you, how do you do? How do you do? And welcome to a new week.
I
How
can
do you do?
hear you. Can you hear me? Can
Yeah, I
I be
can hear
heard?
you loud and clear. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. I'm telling you, how
Can
do
I be
you
heard?
do? Happy New Week. Okay, it looks like Mr. Anthony Odinaka is having, some technical glitch over there. I can hear you, Mr. Anthony. I can hear you, Mr. Anthony. I can hear you, Mr. Anthony. So, but it looks like right now Mr. Anthony is having some technical glitch. So, without further ado, let's dive into the three markets events we are meant to watch out for and see if Mr. Anthony will be able to, work out his technical issue to be back on the show. So, without further ado, for those of you who have always been part of what we always do here, what we always do in Market Watch is we bring the three market events that should bring the most volatility, affect your trade or your investment. And also we look at the technical side, of the market and give more of a general overview of, the weather of the market and possible direction for the day. And without further ado, let's dive into the technicals. A lot of things are really happening. If you look at the market, while I think that we have some major technical drivers at the same time from macroeconomic, we also have right here in the cryptocurrency market some major activity that will affect the course of this week. So, top on our list happening today, Monday is Flare. Flare plus XRP is set to integrate. So Flare is ready to expand more into DeFi and integrating XRP finance. This is more like a boost in their DeFi ecosystem. So this will boost smart contract and also utility and as well the adoption of XRP. So I think we should watch out for Flare and XRP token because boosting the ecosystem like this and also utility is going to affect price over a period of time. And then second on our list happening today is Resolve is set to list on major exchanges. By the way, I really think all of European exchanges are set to list Resolve, you know, tomorrow from Binance, BingX, MEX, OKX, Gate, and of course, this is going to drive massive volume and attention, especially when a token is set to list for the first time. While I was looking into the market, I was looking at getting in, early ahead of this listing. However, it looks as if Resolve is already making some very major price movement. I saw over 46% uh, profit, that is more like gains. Resolve had already moved, which means that a lot of persons are preparing, to get Resolve ahead of this major exchange listing. And then third on our list, which makes the third market event, is we are expecting the US CPI number on Wednesday. So, CPI numbers can shake both the traditional market and cryptocurrency market. So, of course, we need to watch it closely. Forecast for CPI is 2.9%. However, I'm very sorry for that short break. However, I think it's very important that we watch for CPI numbers, because neither will this just sway direction of the traditional market. It can as well sway the direction of cryptocurrency and also inform us with a large level of certainty what the Feds will do in regards to interest rates. Donald Trump have already told the Fed that it's time to cut rates. Even after last week Friday's job number came out, but then the CPI number is the next data we are going to get that will give us with a large level of certainty what we should expect from the Fed. And that's all for us from the three market event we are watching out for. Top on our list is Flare and XRP integrating today. Second on our list happening tomorrow. This is actually an alpha listing. So Resolve set to list on major cryptocurrency exchanges. And then on Wednesday, US CPI numbers. Regardless of what you do, I want you to know that these market events are capable of market volatility. And without further ado, let's see if we have Mr. Anthony Odinaka back right here with us. Mr. Anthony, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Sorry, network nearly had the best of me, but I'm here now.
All right, welcome back. So, are you ready for us technically? Let's find out what does the market
Yes,
does
of course.
next technically.
Okay,
All right,
thank you
over
very,
to you.
very much, the smart. So, let me share my screen here for big do here in the my lookout for not just the three market events you're for, but the top five tokens is uh, so that you'll be able to expect scientific research that have been done, uh, not just the technicals, but we are looking at other metrics that that will back the technicals to help us predict with a level of certainty where the market will move next. To definitely help your trading and your investment decision this week. So recently we've been looking at Bitcoin. We've seen sometime last week, sometime last week we saw that Bitcoin took out these lows, this 101 that was here, took out liquidity, and then we started seeing price heading to the upside. It's really, really good. So since we are bullish for Bitcoin, again, there are untested resistance that are here, untested resistance that is here. So most likely we are coming to hit this one that is $7,000 resistance area. I actually expect a retracement. So this retracement can come in many ways. It can come in the form of a range. It can come in form of a lower placement, probably to touch back this 102 before we move to the upside. We are seeing that the market is looking bullish and heading to test that 107 resistance before we get a reaction from that area. So from that area, just like I said, a retracement or a range that could take us to the next upside move, which could see us getting to about 110 to 100, but probably not this week. But this should stay in focus as to what to expect, not just from Bitcoin but from altcoins. So the next we're going to be looking at is ETH. Let's look at ETH USD. So second, based on get cap. Okay, so we are looking. ETH has been maintaining this range. ETH has been maintaining this range. So let me quickly zoom out. It's looking really bullish. The market is looking really, really bullish, but we need to be careful. We need to be very, very careful. Uh, okay, so
Okay, I think we're having some little bit more of some backlash, but however, owing to the fact that there are some other meetings we are supposed to have, like I'm due for another business meeting right now. I think it's about time we call it a day right here. Be mindful of what we have as our three market events we are to watch out for, and then the general structure of Bitcoin and ETH, which will have a spillover, on other cryptocurrencies, as we move forward. However, one thing that I think that every smart investor should know is that Bitcoin has been able to form a very heavy support from around that 100 to 105. Don't forget support are not number, support are zone. And despite the fact that I was looking at some positions in the market, there were some major short positions, but yet the market was still able to, there were short positions more than long, and yet Bitcoin has also been able to hold that support level. And another thing I think smart investors should know is that some altcoin, as I talk to you, are building some very good support base, and the market in a longer time frame is already building some upward continuation. So these are the right times for you to have your bags ready for the next upward continuation we'll be seeing in the cryptocurrency market. And meanwhile, regardless of what you will do, don't forget, if you must invest or trade the cryptocurrency market, make sure you're investing and trading smartly, and do well to share this video with some other person who is going to find value. This is always where you find out what the market does next. We're going to see you in our next show.